Oh, yeah. Ready? Okay. Morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you here today. My name is Ashwin Vasan. I'm the city's doctor, commissioner of the New York City Health Department. Um, Here today to celebrate the work of the NFL Alumni Association and specifically Ottis Anderson, famous Ottis Anderson, New York Giants running back, um, and really a leader in obesity prevention in New York City and around this country. We're here to celebrate your work today because at a moment when our city's health, our country's health is taking a hit. Our lifespans, our life expectancy is as low as it's been in this decade, and we've lost so much due to COVID, but due to a host of parallel health challenges that we faced over the last decade. And primary amongst them are diet related diseases, the food we're putting in our bodies, our access to and ability to lead healthier lifestyle based on movement, and the fact that obesity is often such a risk factor for the development of those diseases, and that we're seeing rates of childhood obesity increase is a call to action for all of us. You've probably seen this in your own neighborhood, maybe in your own families, chronic illnesses like diabetes, like heart disease, like cancer, that are often downstream consequences of our food systems, our food choices, and our access. Um, we also don't talk enough about the link between mental health and physical health, and particularly mental health and our choices around what we put in our bodies, our ability to exercise. The body and the mind are connected, and obesity and diet related diseases are a really important way in which it manifests itself. So you're not imagining it. This is taking years off of our life. And I'm so glad to be here today to not only lift this up as a part of our Healthy NYC agenda, our agenda to take back everything that COVID and these parallel pandemics took from us, but also to get us back on track to where everyone living in New York City and everyone living around this country can have an expectation that being in the best, strongest, richest nation and most powerful nation in the world also comes with it with an expectation that we're going to live healthier, longer lives, and we're going to do so for all New Yorkers and all Americans, and that we're going to pass on a society to our children that has that as an expectation. We're here today to celebrate the NFL Alumni Association's Tackle Obesity initiative, which makes role models like Otis available to people and gives us helpful tools and tips for us to live healthier lives and make healthier choices. They offer resources for individuals and for institutions to be coached by former athletes like Otis, encouraging healthy diets, healthy fitness choices, while also instilling the very intrinsic things that, I'm no different. I struggle with it too. That motivation, resilience, perseverance. I don't want to sit here and say that all of this is down to individual choices, right? The food systems around us, our inequality, access to food, access to green space, these are all things that government should be working on, that we are working on, that the private sector should be working on, that all of our institutions need to come together to try to solve as we tackle obesity. But make no mistake, we also have some power too. We have agency too. And what I love about tackle obesity is that it doesn't make those problems feel bigger than our ability to control them, but actually says you can take some of the power back. You can actually live healthier, longer lives by the choices you make. So the steps we take as people, as individuals, and as an entire city will ensure that this is the healthiest big city in the country and that we're the healthiest nation in the world. So it's with that, it is my distinct honor to present a proclamation from Mayor Eric Adams and the entire Adams administration and the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to the NFL Alumni Association and specifically to Ottis Anderson, Hall of Fame, New York Giants running back. Please come up and I'll recognizing your work. It's for you, and I'm happy to read out just the end of it. This is in the mayor's voice, not mine. But whereas my administration is using every tool at our disposal to ensure that New Yorkers have access to the resources and opportunities to stay healthy and to lead richer and more fulfilling lives, the NFL alumni is a crucial ally in that mission. And I applaud those associated with this organization for their continued efforts to uplift all that it serves, regardless of background or identity. Together, we look forward to the many ways the NFL Alumni Association will continue to get stuff done as we take bold steps to forge a brighter, healthier, and more prosperous future for everyone. Therefore, now Mayor Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, do hereby proclaim Monday, March 4th, 2024 in the City of New York as NFL Alumni Tackle Obesity Day. Okay, over to you. Say a few words.
All right. Hey, let's get this party started, right? The mayor's office, thank you guys for the proclamation. Thanks NYC Health for being a part of today. But you know, it's hard, but not hard when you start talking about obesity and how you deal with it. I was just showing some photos of me a few minutes ago when I was 330 pounds and wasn't quite eating as healthy as you should eat. But it comes to a point in time when enough is enough, and you'll figure that out. Everybody has their breaking point when that happens. So I found my breaking point, and I was able to change it. It did. Prior to that, it did cause some things to affect me when I was that heavy. So you know, I do have type 2 diabetes, so I'm that. But you know, I deal with it. You know, it's another story to be told at a later time. But it was just good. It's just good to know that the NFL has taken that, alumni has taken that step because we want to make a difference. A lot of alumni players are veered more as far as giving information out more than the current guys. Current guys, they don't really care about anything. They still healthy. They're young. They eat what they want to eat, and they still look good. But us, we have to kind of watch what we do, and the fact that we decided to do something about it because a lot of alumni players who have retired from the game, one of the biggest problems is obesity with us. We were conditioned for many years of how to eat, what to eat. We were kind of like robots, more or less. We just knew every day what we were going to do, and we knew what we were going to eat every day. And once you get out of that regimen, and now you have to fend for yourself and figure out what you're going to eat and how you're going to eat it, you have a tendency of eating a little more than you normally eat, and that would definitely be a problem. I tell people a lot of times. I used to go to my favorite place, Popeyes. I'm not afraid to publicize Popeyes. I used to get an 8-piece for a biscuit, but I always thought about health. Got a Diet Coke. And that's just how your mentality thought was, you know, and then you just got to get away from a lot of that. You know, I'm not going to hear and tell you that I totally gave away all that stuff. I ate smarter. I ate portions. And I think that's the key to tackling obesity is portion control and learning, understanding what different food and what it does to the body. So, you know, the NFL alumni, again, we believe in trying to make a difference. We're going to continue to tackle obesity with the help of you guys and people like the guy on my left in the mayor's office stepping up, doing something to make New York City and all around the country, you know, understand that this is a problem, but it's a problem that we can work to fix because it's about knowledge. And once you get the information on what to do, then it's time for you to try to do. So just not going to be an easy task. I always tell people, get to your physician, talk to him, work out a plan, and you can make a difference in your life. So with that being said, I guess I can cut this party short. We also like to present NYC with the token of our appreciation. It's a NFL alumni ball. Will be signed by yours truly. I appreciate the mayor's left-hand man for saying the Hall of Fame. He must know something I don't know. I'm not quite there yet, but it is coming. Speak it, and it will appear. So I am signing O.J. Anderson, number 24, New York Giants, two-time Super Bowl champ and MVP. Bam.
Soon to be held.
There we go.
Thank you.
Mhm. Again, thank you guys for coming out, and I guess we can open this for questions. That you want to do that? That's fine. Is something else I should say? We good? Okay.
Remember, obesity is not a character flaw.
Okay. Not a character flaw. It's a medical condition. Okay. We kind of knew that, Ross, but yeah. All right. Now that we off the air, we got questions. Go ahead. What about